So quick video about bike setup. First things first, I guess you start with your handlebars. When you get it from the shop, if you're buying a brand new bike, quite often you'll find they've just been slapped on, kind of centered, and then you work it out yourself. And a lot of people take it as that's just how it is, and maybe not even look into fiddling with the bars or anything like that. They're kind of designed with, they're printed out with 7-degree back sweep or whatever, a 9-degree up sweep, blah blah blah. They're made with those things for a reason. They're designed with sweep for a reason, and you can really benefit from a more playful, more aggressive bike by fiddling with just slight position change with your handlebars. So what I'm talking about is, you come here, you're standing on top of your bike, if you unbolt these two and these two, you can roll your bars back and forward. You basically want to, rule of thumb is to get the rake of the handlebar, or the up sweep of the handlebar, more or less in line with your forks or your stanchions of your forks. You don't want them rolled too far forward, and you don't want them rolled too far back. Get them into a fairly balanced position, and then find a part of a track, go to a track that you know, that you really enjoy, a couple of corners, something like that, and bring your tools with you, ride it in the position it is, then roll it back a couple of millimeters or a couple of degrees, ride it again, feel the difference, do a couple of laps just on those couple of corners, and then roll it forward again and kind of feel the difference between the two positions. Do it a couple of times to really get your head at it. You want to be able to understand what the difference in handlebar position makes, and once you understand it, you can kind of put them where you want them to be, and find that hot spot for ultimate control, more or less, for your riding position. I find pretty much level, almost rolled back a little bit compared to what a lot of guys run, is spot on for me. I'm always kind of preaching it on other people, but I mean, I probably shouldn't, but I just like to help out. So give it a try, find a spot on trail that you know, and session a couple of corners, roll them back a bit, session the same corners, roll them forward a bit, session it again, fiddle around till you find that hot spot, and you'll never have to touch them again, and you'll be confident knowing that you've got the best out of your handlebar position. And then you work on your brakes, put your brake levers where they would be, not when you're sitting in the car park, not when you're sitting down on the bike, but when you're actually riding. So your wrists are more or less straight, so you can see my wrists are straight, they're not crooked like that or like that. Straight is least hand pump, least effort to get to that finger, to get to that brake. Always set up one finger braking. If you've got hydraulic discs, one finger, it takes a lot of stress off your hands. Gear lever, mine's right there, so it never gets in the way. You can see there's a fair bit of room between my thumb when I'm actually on the bike. Brake's perfect, right on the edge of my finger there, you can see. So maximum leverage, minimal effort, and you want this rolled not too far up and not too far down, just perfect. So when you're standing up and pedaling, whether it be sprinting down a hill or climbing up a hill, you can reach them without too much effort. Okay. And when it comes to stem length, always try and go 50 mil. I've been riding for a long time, and I've ridden a lot of bikes with longer stems. This had a longer stem on it, and as you shorten the stem, the front end becomes a lot more predictable on the descents. A lot of people say that you can climb better with a longer stem. XC's kind of riddled with the longer stem kind of trend, and I don't really see the merit in it. When you're climbing, longer stem lengthens your muscles to a position where they're not as optimal, I feel anyway. That's for my body, for my structure. I climb better with the shorter stem, but I stand up and do most of my climbing. So I can't really speak for the heavy climbers because I really prefer to go down. So 50mm stem where you can, 60mm okay. When you get into the 70, it starts getting a little bit twitchy at the front, and anything longer than that, yeah, change it out as soon as possible.